We makers love project ideas, and if they serve the community, it is even better. In this video, I will show you what some makers and the biggest city in Switzerland made of this concept. Maybe you find some ideas for you? Grüezi YouTubers, here is the guy with a Swiss accent, with a new episode and fresh ideas around sensors and microcontrollers. Zurich is a technology hub with one of the best tech universities. I have to mention this, it is my alma mater. There are also development hubs from Google and Disney and lots of innovative startups. u-blox, the GPS company, and Sensirion, the sensors company, are just around the corner. It also has one of the biggest LoRa gateway populations and a vivid maker scene. This is why the city of Zurich, together with some makers, created an event called Make Zurich. Its organization was similar to a hackathon. Today I want to share with you the electronics kits provided to the participants and the challenges given by the city, some impressions about the event itself and some of the results. Maybe the challenges inspire you for future projects, or such an event serves as a model for you and your colleagues in your city. Of course, I'm also interested if similar events exist elsewhere. But let's start with the challenges. The city of Zurich asked its different departments for some problems where they wanted ideas from innovative people. These were the topics: counting of city forest visitors, optimizing the last mile for distributing goods in the city, fast detection of power failures in power distribution grids, solving the problem of shared bikes which appear rapidly in the city, real-time measurement of public transportation occupancy for optimization, emergency calls for teachers in critical situations. You find some information about the different challenges on the homepage of the event. Each participant got this nice badge with a tiny ESP32 module from u-blox, a sensor module for temperature, humidity and gas, as well as a colored e-paper display. Especially the small Nina ESP32 module got my attention. It measures only 1 by 1.5 centimeters, including the antenna, and it has all pins available, just not where we expect them. So it's probably not easy to solder for a maker. By the way, the badge has the size and the color of the city emblem and is entirely open source. All the parts can be used later for own projects. I even saw a participant utilizing the ESP32 for his project during the event. And of course I got my badge with a unique twist. Each team got a box with these cute toys. A things you know, including LoRa module, a starter kit electronics with various elements like resistors and wires, a GPS module, a accelerometer and magnetometer, a ultrasonic distance sensor, and a GPS tracker. The event was started with a kickoff and the teams had 1 week time. During the week, they gathered in one of Zurich's makerspaces. On Friday and Saturday, they worked in an ancient power plant, which is converted into a post-industrial co-working space. Very cool. The former command center was repurposed as the kindergarten. Obviously, today's makers do not make a lot of babies. The different teams worked hard, and some participants even slept under the tables. Food and beverages were free. And no, they did not start the day with a beer. Here some impressions. This maker chose the challenge to detect power outages fast. His goal was to create a non-intrusive device. If you look at this 400 ampere fuse and the working voltages of the devices, you understand why he did not want to touch anything. And this lady visualizes the counters in the woods on a map. The whole thing was a race against time. On Saturday afternoon, all teams presented their results. Maybe you will later find some of their presentations on the event page. At the making of this video, they were not uploaded yet. The organizers probably had a good sleep during Sunday. One topic got a lot of interest. The real-time occupancy of public transportation challenge. Several teams tried to solve it using different technologies. Image recognition, counting Bluetooth devices instead of passengers, using a LiDAR system at the door to count the people and distinguish between the entrance and the ones leaving the vehicle, and measuring the weight sitting on the seats. Summarized, I liked the idea and the engagement of these young people. They gave their free time to do something useful and maybe also gain some know-how. If you look at the beautiful weather outside, you understand that this was a real commitment. And I also liked to see some female participants, which is unfortunately still rare. I know this also from my viewers' statistics. So everybody was happy in the evening. I hope this a little different video was useful or at least interesting for you. Bye!